This legendary comic book artist had a photographic memory and a timeless style. Alex Toth is the artist, character designer, animator, and pen pal who left behind a life and career of impactful and skillful storytelling, laying down the blueprint for his use of simplistic lines, silhouettes, and mastery of negative space through his well-designed compositions. His creation of Space Ghost, major contributions to Hanna-Barbera, and revolutionary simple line technique is remarkable and has gone on to influence countless artists due to his pure understanding of art and how to use it sequentially. Toth was a profound observer and avid reader, expanding his intellect in numerous topics, making him one of the most well-versed artists of his time. From his lettering to efficient storytelling, renderings of vehicles and attire is utterly charming and makes him a pioneer in several visual techniques utilized in comics today. Toth's career started in comic books on Heroic Comics number 10 in 1947, before quickly shifting to DC at 15 years old for Rex the Wonder Dog, as well as 4 issues of All-American Comics with early versions of Green Lantern and Dr. Midnight. His golden age touches at DC for the next 5 years are a mixture of romance titles, westerns like Johnny Thunder, and even new ideas like Streak the Wonder Dog. With a wide array of work, I decided to pick titles that stood out to me the most throughout his career, Dale Evans being one of them. It stands apart so vividly from his superhero titles and plants the Tothisms that we know so well. Detailed expressions, and feathery loose ink. By 1952, in Thunderjet, published by EC Comics, his clean renderings of machinery and heavy shadows began to take place more prevalently. He then made his way to Standard Comics for several romance and crime stories, before getting drafted to Japan, where he'd write and draw on the weekly John Fury paper strip for his base. His return to the States in 1957, he spent several years at Dell Comics, primarily on 4-color, on numerous issues tackling several genres, adapting television shows and movies, like Land of the Unknown and his classic take on Zorro that is highly influential. Hanna-Barbera got a whiff of Toth after his work on Space Angel in 1962, hiring him as an art director. His character designs and concept art for Space Ghost and characters like Birdman from the Galaxy Trio are monumental in terms of influence and style in the history of animation. Toth also worked on Johnny Quest and went on to create the Herculoids and Dino Boy in the Lost Valley. In the 70s, he produced Super Friends, the classic and campy television show starring the Justice League. Some of Toth's best comics came out during this time, titles in creepy comics like Phantom of Pleasure Island, mastering panel layouts in his distinct and now coined retro style. Detective Comics number 442 with the late Archie Goodwin is such a definitive story for Batman, and I highly recommend you check it out, as well as his work on Adventure Comics, especially in his Black Canary stories. His detailed vehicles from his photographic memory can be seen in the sleek Hot Wheel comics and Burma Sky, working again with Goodwin. Bravo for Adventure was among his own creations in the late 70s and possibly his most charming and significant work in comics yet. It's difficult for me to define what draws me into Alex Toth's work, and even harder to credit his wide array of sporadic projects. He invented the word simplicity and innovated a style that went on to be timeless.